probably 20% of our membership is involved in commercial. Last year we did a 4-hour class on how to go from residential to a commercial agent. If that is something that you're interested in, we'll do another class at some point where you learn about actually how to, if you're a residential agent, to refer a deal to a commercial agent, because you just can't refer it to a general person. You have to know what their specialty is. So if the person wants an industrial building and all they focus is on hotel, the likelihood of you actually getting a referral commission for a successful transaction would be very low. So we're actually going to teach you on how to do that. And the referral on a commercial deal, because the price points are much higher, can actually be substantial. So on a hotel deal that's $10 million, the buyer side would be about $300,000, 25% of it for the sustainable home ownership of the Asian and Pacific Islander community. But we support all diversity groups because the diversity groups trail the national average in home ownership by double digits. And the reason for that is mostly education. They're not familiar with the laws related to real estate transactions in the United States. In some cultures, they don't like to take on any kind of debt, either for just that's the way the culture is. Sometimes it's religious reasons. Sometimes they're coming from an area where the banking system is not very strong. So we really have to kind of educate them on really how to establish good credit habits, and then what is involved in the real estate transaction process. And even if you go on a state-by-state basis, the closing process is different as well. So we like to educate the people in our organization so you can be more successful. One of the things that we do is we have an A-list. The top 50 realtors are put in this book that's distributed to everyone else. The nice thing about this book is if you know someone from California, Boston, Miami, and you want to refer a deal to, you've got a handy book to do that to. We also have that for the commercial people. If you're a member of that, you might not be a top 50 commercial agent, but you might be the only person practicing in Columbus, Ohio. If you're the only person in the book, guess what? You're going to get those deals. So that's the reason why we do that. The other thing we do is called the State of Asia Report. What this is done is by RE/MAX Commercial. The reason why we do this is talking about all the capital inflows that are coming from Asia. Asia actually is the biggest investor in the United States. Now for Arizona, that's actually Canadians, but nationally it's coming from Asia, specifically mostly from China, Singapore, those kind of things. But you want to look at this report because it's actually showing you what cities the money is actually going to. A lot of it is stuck on the West Coast, East Coast, because those closest to the countries are easiest places of port of entry. But when you see cap rates, and when I mean cap rates, I mean the yield on purchases, they're stuck at 4 and 5% in California, Seattle, Vancouver. And when you can get yields here that are 7 and 8%, that's why they're starting to go here. This is a very exciting time to be part of AREAA Greater Phoenix, because in 2020 we'll have our national leaderships coming to Arizona. We'll have the top 150 leaders from 37 chapters coming here wanting to learn about our market. I can bet you when they see that it's 75 degrees and in their market, you know, it's below zero, they're going to want to come here, they're going to want to send their people here. That's been happening, you know, since 2000. We've had migration. We had negative migration for a little bit, but by and large, we've had positive migration in our market. And you want to be a part of participating in that. The best way to do it is establish relationships.
Rise in supply between now and mid to late February, which is when we're supposed to peak, and then we decline and bottom out in the summer and have a fourth quarter rally. That is typical. 2017 and 2018 did not do what they were supposed to do. They did not follow the seasonal trends, so we knew we were in trouble right away, because if you come out low, it only goes down from there, right? But this year, it's a little too early to tell that this little section here is actually almost at the same trajectory as 2016. Does that mean that we're in oversupply right now?
I would say if you're looking for maximum appreciation, the best time to buy is at the beginning of a seller's market, and the best time to sell is at the end of a seller's market. You don't really want to be messing around with a balanced market or a buyer's market. But if you do buy during the seller's market, you don't want to be selling in a balanced or a buyer's market. You want to make sure that you're buying to hold it, maybe buy and rent it. Rental rates are still very, very good. We still have a lot of demand from renters. So those have been proving to be valuable investments. But if you're buying for short-term holds, not recommended at this point. If you're going to sell within the next year or two, I would recommend that you wait. But if you're doing buy and hold, it's not a bad idea. You'll still get some good deals.
Thank you, Tina.
You're welcome.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? So, hi, I'm Steve. May want me to answer a question about what to expect in 2019 for AREAA. Expect a lot, first of all. But we just had our first event. We had a full house, standing room. I mean, honestly, we really want to provide knowledge, network, and also the right platform for everybody to make more money, right? At the same time, network and do good and build this community that we all try to serve. And what to expect is we have about one event every month. Our membership is growing. We have many opportunities going to, internationally and nationally. So yeah, a lot.
Okay, so
www.area.org. Select the Phoenix chapter and become a member. Mercedes, January 26th. Be there, get on the list. The room is running out.
okay,
Starts at 7 and ends at 9, and then afterwards, I can't tell you. You gotta get on the list, and then I'll tell you what happens afterwards. But I mean, dress to impress, cocktails, food.
great.
It's high end, it's great.
Okay, looking forward.